What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and this is a bit of a special video. We're doing a 10-year sim, I would say quote-unquote rebuild. I'm going to put the rebuild in the title because it'll get more views that way. But yeah, this is the last time you're going to be actually seeing the Niners franchise. I know it seems like it might have been like a month since we've actually posted anything on this league, so feast your eyes on this, you know? That's probably what pedos at the park say when they open their trench coat. But that's not what I'm going to do today. That's another... No, I'm thinking about doing a rebuild stream tonight. I'm not 100% sure. Nothing's set in stone, especially with me, most non-committal person in the world. I could have a freaking supermodel wanting to be married. And he'd say, hey, you know what? I don't know if I'm ready for that. But anyways, if I do, best place to know about it is either Twitter and Jeromepkr or the community tab. But anyways, let's get into this one. Going to be a long recording that I will probably regret. We are going to see what this team looks like in 10 seasons. Of course, Tyron Roberts, guys like Matt Breida. I don't know if Tyron Roberts is even a fan favorite, to be honest. A lot of people are calling for his head. I think why wouldn't you? He was rough to start, but he did develop very quickly. And the question is, how far would this team go? Of course, we know the ages are starting to catch up. I see Kittle's probably got a few more years. I think Kiki QT's fine. Pettis is probably fine. Petrowski, obviously fine. He's like 22, 23 right now. 24? Okay, old bat. Matt Breida with 28 years of age. This is going to be an interesting one. We already won 2 Super Bowls, if you guys remember. I would love to see if they can win another 2, perhaps. I would guess they're going to at least make it to 3 more Super Bowls. How many will they win? I don't know. But before anything else continues, I need to sell out real quick. And that sellout is going to be, maybe like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Maybe check out the second channel, PK Plays. But mainly, if you guys do want to see these types of videos return, maybe for next Madden. Of course, we did them last Madden. Skipped them completely this year outside of this video. Let's see 500 likes. I'm not going to guarantee it, but if this gets 500 likes, I will seriously consider at least doing several throughout the year. Right now we're just, kind of looking for something to show while I'm talking about crap. The main issue here is going to be the money for sure. There are a couple of guys that are on the older side, Quan and obviously D Ford. I think if I was them, I would release him. I'm debating on how I want to do this because if I don't help at all, this team can completely derail in a year or 2. But that's also kind of the point, isn't it? I don't know. It's kind of a rebuild-ish situation. This is tough. This is actually tough. If this was just a random team, I think we would just kind of let it happen. But this is our child we have here. I'm thinking you get rid of D Ford, right? It's not a rebuild. It's a 10-year sim. I don't know, man. But here are the re-signings. Matt Paradis, 1 year, 8.5. I think you let him go. DJ Chark was a backup. Trey Hendrickson never even played, really. Wisnowski, not actually asking for a whole lot, but he is 31. I think you look for a younger guy you can try to steal money from. But apparently we have 25 mil to work with. We used to do it where we could do one move, and that was one gaining move. So if we wanted to, we could trade away D Ford or something for a little bit of value. So what I think we're going to do is we're probably going to trade D Ford for like a 4th round pick. I think that's pretty fair. He was a pretty big help for us, and ultimately he is at the end of his career. So even a 4th might be a little bit of a jump, a little bit of a reach, but I think I'm willing to trade that. I think that's fair enough, right? I'm trying to think of who will be here in the 10-year span. Maybe Pierce is here for his final year at the 10-year mark. Tyron Roberts, if they do it right. Maybe Petrowski, if he gets his superstar X Factor. But other than him, and maybe the left guard and center, most of these guys are going to be gone. Nick Bosa maybe right at the end of his career. And yes, I almost said Joey. Let's get it out of the way. Haha, he still doesn't know who the Bosa brothers are, which one's which. Took a quick look at free agency. Normally we won't do this. You'll see a lot quicker going forward. But I just want to see what the numbers and the names look like. As you can see right now, there's Not a whole lot. Who is this? Chris Harris Jr. still in the league, 34. Okay, impressive. So in true, I forgot we completely sold on the draft. Yikes. I was about to say in true 10-year sim fashion. No, not a third round. A true 10-year sim fashion. We're gonna go for one draft pick in the user pick in the draft, but a little bit of a yikes there. I think we're gonna go for that third round instead. We'll give him a fourth added on because we do need to move up a little bit there. But I suppose that's literally the best we're gonna do. Now this is an interesting thing because I had a pass rusher on the list. He was a late third, but he's not there. And once again, we do want to take someone. We used to allow banking of the free of the one pick you could choose. Don't know why they just got this guy, 6'6", 21 years old, and he's okay speed. But I don't think we're gonna allow that this time. I think that QB up there was very good. Maybe gives this team some options down the line if they don't want to keep Tyron Roberts. I don't know. I just don't think you can pass up on a guy that's basically top 10 worthy and just somehow slipped. Of course, it probably means he's like normal development, but we're going to take that risk. Maybe they'll take this trade. Nope. So we do get the trade. We just had the trade Perry Nickerson for him with, you know, the pick. Curtis Flannery, like I said, could be a steal. And it appears to be. 71 overall, hidden. I don't know why teams pass on him. I thought maybe he was going to be normal because obviously, you know, teams pass. 71 overall, I hope he's a beast. Because, I mean, it really doesn't matter. But, like I said, maybe they decide, hey, they've got a backup. There you go. Or 2 years from now, we could trade him for a first-round pick. You know, simply put. Curtis Flannery is literally the only good pick. Unless one of the other guys is hidden. The only good pick we had. And he is... That's a steal, man. That is 100% the definition of a steal. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Hidden development cornerback. Tavarius Randall, I believe his name is. I mean, that's a decent pick. I mean, he's not very good, but that's an interesting pick, I guess. Anyone else? Niles Haskins. Sounds like Carol Baskin. I'm sorry. All right, so looking at those negotiations, I will say Sean Pierce is a bit on the expensive side. However, he is also on the cute side. What? Trayvon Lamb is a guy that I don't think this team can afford going. Hello? Excuse me. When did they get this guy? This must be a free agent. I was not expecting this. 66 overall. That's a debate. Do you give him a 7? Oh, that's cheesing. I don't think we can do 7. That's too hard. So you do have the fullback Culver, who I think has 0 chance to stay on the team. Trayvon Lamb. A 4-year 60, though. He's not bad on paper. He is in game. I remember the struggles he had. I just don't think we can afford him. I think that's a tag situation. Also, if you don't remember our 10-year sim series or you're new to the channel this year, well, hello. How you doing? We do check out the stats, but not always. So obviously for the first season, you know, this is the first one in. Why wouldn't you? But we would normally only check if it was substantial. Like as you can see here right now, not super great for really anyone there. Pettis was okay, I suppose. Blocking, Lamb did pretty well. Look at Wallner, my guy. Sack totals, Buckner with 10.5. The sack totals just suck in Madden. I don't get it. Once again, no one's commented saying, yeah, bro, that happens to me. So maybe I am just unlucky, but I don't know. We also got some backup punters and kickers, so we got something going for ourselves. Wait, why do we have 2 punters? I'm so confused. I'm not going to look at the awards because only award maybe was Buckner, but overall very unlikely. We don't go into the games. We just sim them, so there you go. Actually, we might have used... I don't remember. But if you can see here, 1 away from the Super Bowl, and we lose. No, we lose. Of course, NFC, AFC. Maybe take a quick look at the dev-ups. Bills versus the Vikings. And the Vikings do win. So we're apparently a 99 overall offense, which is insane. Any dev-ups? I don't think so, and I didn't expect there to be. Who's our left guard? Did we just not replace our left guard? I'm so confused. Anthony Jackson should be the left guard, though, just because we need somebody there. Obviously, we're going to lose Lamb. Hopefully, we find someone we could replace. Wait, Fox is there. What the hell happened to the offensive line? I don't even know, dude. Yeah, I don't think a single dev up happened. No left end, which kind of sucks. Who the hell is Overstreet? What's happening? Overstreet, 2-year player, star development. I don't know what to tell you. Not interested in re-signing. Ooh, that's a bit of a hit. That's a bit of a hit, but he is easily worth a first-round pick. Maybe even a first and a third. So I think you tag him there. You take a little bit of a hit. You don't want to lose that value. We trade Traymon Lamb, Reed, and pick 93 for pick 11. Trying to compare that with the real-life trade of Tunsil. It seems pretty close, right? Well, all I know is the boys better get their shapes into the gears. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but this is going to be very, very desperate soon for this team, without a doubt. So this is kind of the year. Cameron Jordan, can we get a cheap pick of him? Let's debate. We have pick 11. I don't want to miss on that pick, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to draft at 11 as our free pick. All right, so of course, we already know we have pick 11, and there are several players. I'm debating if we want to go here right now, though, because there's some other players later. We had 3 on the board. We have Bart McDougal, who's a little bit later than this, but he looks like an absolute stud. We need a DT. We obviously need a pass rusher. You have a middle linebacker who could replace Quan in the future, and then you have Skylar Hagan. A little bit more risky, but you can see he's a very high-graded outside linebacker. The DT, I just don't know, like, would it make sense for him to play left end? He's big, but he's kind of like a J.J. Watt type, I suppose. I guess I'll go Bart McDougal. And he's a very good player. So 77 overall. We knew he would be hidden, let's be honest. We'd be very unlucky if he wasn't. He is young as hell, and he's going to be a starter on this team until it inevitably goes broke, obviously. But that's it. We can only take one player to gain every draft. Oh, I got to take off the thingy, though. Maybe they'll still draft him, but I doubt it. Maybe. Who knows? Once again, we aren't going to always look at the devs and all that. Excuse me. 78 over... okay, the normal development. I will say, though, even though he is normal, not a bad pick at all. 21 years old, 78 overall. Pretty damn fast. He's actually really good. But let's take a look at Bart, our number 1 draft pick. Speaking of number 1 anything, is that the number 1 DT we've ever seen? I'm just saying. I mean, that guy's insane. A 73 over... Yay! Shout it out. Okay, hidden development wide receiver Steve Brock. We don't even need a receiver. We literally don't. I've never even... That is the best second-round pick in the history of drafts. Hands down. You can't even argue it. He's 21 with X Factor. You can't even argue it. We trade Derrick Henry to the Broncos for a third-round pick. All right, so there are some re-signings, one of them being Buckner, who is an absolute beast. But you can't afford everyone, can you? This guy, Mr. Mark Fox, near a $100 million deal, but that is a legendary player. Kevin White, that's a 5-year deal incoming at him. The money is gone. The money is basically gone. Petrowski, a 4-year 59. I think future-wise, Petrowski, 25. Do you give him a 6-year deal? I guess I'll give him a 6-year deal and then probably replace Pettis, which is just weird to say. Replace Pettis should never even be in the vocabulary. This team is expensive. I don't think you can afford it. DTs are important, though, in Madden. Ooh, 90 power move. Okay, yeah, he's a lot better than I remember him being. Damn, Eckel kind of glowed up. And I know I said glowed up. What do you want? Anthony Jackson, I don't think unless you're going to draft someone, I think you kind of have to draft someone. You can't really afford anyone at this point. Yikes. I mean, we didn't even sign Buckner, and we won't be able to. Now, I don't think I would have, because he's at that point of his career where maybe got 2 or 3 years left. But if we wanted to, GG, this team is broke. All right, year 2. What happened? Are we in it? We are in the playoffs at 15-1. Of course, once again, like I said before, we're not going to show every single time, but this is a monumentous one. Of course, it's the Seahawks that do it. Of course, they're not even in the damn playoffs. Tyron Roberts is now an X Factor, which is perfect timing because I would assume he needs a contract soon. Matt Breida, I think he might be able to be let go soon. So, ooh, Petrowski kind of earned that money, though. kind of have to do what you can to get rid of all these expensive contracts. We can't afford to keep 3 god-tier wide receivers, even though technically the rookie wide receiver will be a part of that group. Let's take a look at the MVP because, yeah, Roberts, he did win it. I expected him to. Roberts with the Offensive Player of the Year award. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to the backup running back who can replace Breida, upcoming Best QB, Best O-line. Okay, so this team very well should likely, well, Lutz Best Kicker, should win the Super Bowl here, right? Hopefully. 7-9 Buccaneers if we lose. Okay, we didn't lose that one. Giants, we beat them. On to the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. Yikes. Who wins? Please, Niners. A rematch. No, we lost by 3. At least we made it to the Super Bowl. I'm happy. I'm happy we made it. You know, back. 38-35. What a score. Mahomes was just perfect. Roberts kind of choked it away. Damn, son. That sucks. Let's take a look at the devs. I once again would assume. Wow. Look at this. This is the first time this Madden I've ever had 99 across the board. I got to take a pic of this. Just to show you the rest of the teams as well. 83, 81, 77, 82, 85, 79. You know, pretty much like an 81, 82 average. Where are the Chiefs? 80 overall, and we lost to them. Yikes. Look at that. 99 across the board. Yeah, no tag and trade this time. Sorry, Buckner. We just can't afford it. Matt Breida kind of comes out of nowhere here. We're pretty much accepting of this, though. And honestly, I don't even know if we could afford any, like, even one of these lower ends. Yeah, we're negative already. Yeah, maybe my sliders are a little too high here. I only raised them for this video because last couple times we did the 10-year Sims, the overalls were just terrible. Every team was locked in at like an 80 overall flat. No one ever reached higher than that. But yeah, maybe a little too high. We're going to have to trade Pettis off if we can. And then, you know, whoever, you know, free agent, whatever, free agent draft, whatever happens. Salary cap is a problem. Don't know if Pettis is actually tradable here. Yikes. That sucks, man. Petrowski locked in long term. That's a harsh. And Mr. Spikes is still there. Okay, he wasn't the only guy on my list. I did have this guy because we do need a DT, but he's 24. A lot of the players weren't scouted. What about this guy? Nah, it's middle linebacker. It's middle linebacker. I think that is our only guy on the board. Devontae Spikes, 75 overall hidden, 21, 70, 85 speed, 88 excel, 72 catch. This guy's kind of a user god. All right, so this guy could potentially have hidden. Yikes, dude. He doesn't have hidden. He has 86 strength, I guess. Mr. Devontae Spikes, the only starter-worthy guy from the draft. And he's only star. Nice. Let's see what we can do to get rid of some players. Maybe Quan. That would be nice. Maybe the Pettis number dropped a little bit after going into the offseason. I highly doubt it, but maybe. It has not. What about maybe QT? It has not either. Not good. Kittle's locked in for another year at least. Middle linebacker Quan. I mean, this is... I don't know if we can even afford our QB situation. Oh, well, let's go on to the next season. Let's buy all these scouting things, too, or whatever, just because we're probably going to need them. All right, so we have so many signings. You can see there's a lot of them. There's like 3 linemen as well. Kittle is the gone. Wallner, I would love to sign it. I don't think we can. And Tyron Roberts wants the entire team's salary. And unfortunately, I think he deserves it. Happy to... Yeah, I'm sure you are. You've just made $250 million, pal. I'm gonna be an NFL agent. Screw that. Screw this. Screw this. So we go 12-4. It wasn't good enough to win the division. We'll take a quick glance at the stats. Tyron Roberts, not a bad season. Rushing Ridley, yikes. And I think that's pretty much all that we care about. Eckel as the #1 DT did pretty decently. You know, can't really ask for too much more than that. But let's see. We've made it to 1 Super Bowl. Can we win one, though? Wow, we lose right out the gate. This is not looking good. I mean, the first few seasons, that was the sweet spot, and that's kind of gone. I don't know how the hell... Now, this 99, I think, is a sham. I don't think this is a true 99. Brock, still hasn't started. He still has not started yet, which is a brutal yikes. Let's move Petrowski up a little bit, and hopefully this is the season we can let Pettis go. I know Kittle's gone, so we're going to have to get a new tight end there. We're about to lose our left tackle and our right guard. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. It's intact. It's all right, but yeah, it's something we're not... Oh, is this guy? This is the guy, Tavares Randall. Not bad. I mean, it's not that bad of a team. Maybe it is still a 99 overall, but it sure as hell won't be once the Super Bowl ends. Browns win the Super Bowl. 97 overall? Well, it's going to be even worse because we're actually about to lose them now officially. We can't afford anyone. Wow, we're negative by a lot. Well, see you later, everybody. Best of luck to you. We have negative 9 mil. To be fair, it's like the rookie reserve is probably factoring that in as well. What can we do? We didn't even start the youngster spikes, I don't think. We can't... Oh, Quan needs to go. Let's see if we can trade Quan for like a 5th round pick, maybe a 4th round pick. And then obviously Mr. Spikes will start. Is there anyone else we can get rid of? I don't think so, man. This is a brutal one. We're trying to keep up, but this is not... It's not easy. Pettis really isn't going to save us much, but even that little bit we have to use and say we have to save it. Is my team steep? But we're giving up Pettis, Flannery, and 24 for pick 1 overall from the Raiders and for 10th pick overall next year, which I think is definitely fair. You know, in real life, you can argue that Flannery never started, and that's a big risk. But since we know he's superstar development, that is a huge W. 85 overall as a backup. I know, of course, they're going to have to pay him this year, but they might be able to get a deal. Might be able to snag him for a 5-year, like, $100 million deal, which would be a super steal. We obviously know he's already going to be a good player, so I think it's a win. Their wide receiver group immediately improves, as they had no one barely over 70, and now they have one of the league's, if not the league's best wide receiver in Pettis, number 2 best in the league. Who's the other guy? Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, very, very close, though. We go up Quan to the Bears for a 4th round pick. There we go. Pick 3, 35 this, and then a 6 pick next year. Well, you know what I mean. Pick 6 overall. Number 1 overall, they take Crawford. Please, corner, still be there, and he is. I don't know how much longer he'll be there, but here is, you know, the draft board. Terrence Clancy, 6'1", decently fast, really good like agility drills. We're going to take him and hope for the best. It says we reached. It says we were supposed to take him at 6, but I don't believe that for one bit. 76 overall hidden. Tackling's a little low, but jumping or catching is good. Jumping's a little bad, but speed is pretty damn solid. And hopefully that hidden is at least superstar or better, because even there it feels a little weird, like corner at number 3 when we have so many needs at tackle. Oh yeah, we can't draft again. Damn it. All right, looking at the draft recap, we have Scott Widmer in the 2nd round. Normal, yikes, but he will have the start. Austin Gabriel, okay, hidden development. What is he? Is he not a DT type player? 76 strength? What the hell? 76 strength, star development. I don't know exactly what they want you to do with that, but I guess it's good that he's star. Terrence Clancy, though, this is our number 1 pick, the baby, if you will. And okay, superstar development. I was thinking X Factor, to be honest, but superstar works for me if it works for you. What is our cornerback situation, actually? I think Derwin's potentially on the way out. If not, he could just play safety for us right now, because Josh Jackson kind of not looking super hot here. Oh yeah, Derwin is 30, so I think it's actually smart to put him at free right now and then start Clancy right out the gate. I think it might actually make us a better team overall. We might be able to trade Josh Jackson for something. I don't know what, but let's see what we can do. We get a 5th out of Josh Jackson. We re-signed Tavares Randall to a 5-year deal. It's a nice little cheap backup. Also turns out that Derwin James needs a contract, so that's just great news. Probably should have tried to trade him off. All right, head to the playoffs. Probably back in, right? If we even missed the playoffs in the first 5 years, I'd be shocked. 12-3-1. Of course, Roberts has been up and down. I'll put it that way. Just like your mom. People's Magazine. Top 100 sexiest list, obviously. Brock didn't really get too much of a chance. Imani Groves, though. I don't know who the hell that is, but hey, not bad. I'm surprised we actually did do this well, though, because our line is rough. Nick Bosa, welcome. I'm assuming he needs a contract soon or something, because, you know, he just kind of came out of nowhere and decided to show up. I don't think we would have had an award win for anything other than maybe QT at the very best chance. But we're going against the Bears, ironically, our two #1 main franchises going at it, and the Niners win this game, and you're in the Super Bowl. Back in the Super Bowl again, so 2 Super Bowls past our user context. And I don't know who the hell Travis Bryan is, but please, 1 Super Bowl win without our help. Kinda. Okay, it's taken quite a bit. And we win! Okay, so 3rd Super Bowl has been achieved. Let's take a look at this schedule. So who the hell did we have to face? We faced the Bears. We won that. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at this one. I believe this is actually the score we lost the last Super Bowl by, which is ironic enough. Rushing, LaMarcus Ridley is not the guy. I don't know what the hell to say. He's a decent player. He's just not very good. And our kicker missed 3 field goals, and we barely won. Yikes, man. Yikes. Yeah, we'll allow it. Derwin James, never mind. Yikes. Damn it, man. Derwin, really? Really? Okay, man. We're going to let a lot of these guys go. We'll see what we can replace. You know, we did allow in the past to, you know, have a replacement player for player, which we lost a lot in this one. So I think we might actually exercise that for this moment in time. Just get some new player back. I don't know who, but here's a guy, Anthony Rose. Screw it. Uh-oh. Oh, I accidentally simmed. Thankfully, we had him on our board. Let's take a look at how good he was. Yikes, that would have been rough. 21 hidden. Not bad at all. I don't think he can play tackle, but you got yourself a starter at least. All right, going to the draft class. There was a lot of really good picks outside of our pick 9, so hopefully something else was grabbed. Okay, I guess Tyrone Lyons. Ooh, that is a bust. What about this safety? Oh, here we go. Zachary Ryan, potentially the new starting free safety. Not even potentially. We're putting him at the starter right now. Development is only star, but that's still a very good pick, especially when considered to the wide receiver. Take a look at this tackle. Yikes. Normal development again. Middle linebacker, 66 overall. Normal QB. Not that it matters, but normal. Damn. Let's take a look at our guard, Hackney. I mean, I like the safety pick, but wow, outside of that safety pick, that was terrible. You know, you have pick 13, star development. You have pick 13 overall as a bust. That's going to be gone after his rookie deal. That's bad. So looking at the re-signings, Fred freaking Warner can go suck one. I mean, what? Steve Brock is on the list, and we're going to give him a 7-year deal. I think that is a lot, but he's worth it. 7-year deal. He's just good. I just don't know if he's actually worth it. LaMarcus Ridley is a guy I feel like you could probably just get back anyways in free agency. Running back's not super hard to get, so we're going to offer him, if he takes that all, damn it. But yeah, Fred Warner is an interesting one. That seems like a tag to me. Kiki QT. I mean, we got to tag one of these guys. We can't keep them both. No, I think we're going to trade Kiki QT off right now. We're right at the trade deadline. See you later, Kiki. He's still worth a first-round pick, in my opinion, though. Well, there you go. 13, not much worse. Josh Allen's like a 99 overall, just about. I think it would just be crazy to see what our compensatory picks would be because, geez, the amount of great players we've had to let go. 11-4-1, a little bit of a drop-off, but we're still, over 10 wins, making the playoffs. Tyron Roberts, he's been a little inconsistent, but he's still been above average every season. Ridley, of course, the one season we don't know if we're going to keep him. He goes off and probably gets himself to star. Steve Brock, not a bad overall. Petrowski, or not bad overall. Not a bad season overall. Joey Tracy is a new tight end. Oh, we need a tight end badly. Lyons is a very bad pick. I can't believe they actually selected him. Sack totals, 13 for Nick Bosa. Not bad. And then pick totals, average, nothing crazy. Jason Myers, when the hell did he come around? Take a look at MVP real quick. Roberts, no. Maybe best running back? Maybe. Number 3. Okay, Pro Bowl probably. Don't care too much about the other stuff. Don't think we would have had anything other than maybe D-line with Nick and Bosa. But I suppose chance at a repeat here. Let's see if they can do it. Falcons, this is not an easy matchup. And it is not indeed. 55-28. Wow. Okay. It'd be nice to see Ridley go to star, and if he does, I'd seriously give him a thought to re-sign, but money's becoming a problem. Every time we hand out a 10-year... Ooh, Falcons won the Super Bowl. Every time we hand out a 10 mil per year season, per season deal, it hurts us long-term for quite some time. Of course, once again, Ridley does go up in dev. Shocker. I don't know. I think we're probably going to have to let him go still, though. I don't even care. Fred Warner, I would like to get a tag off. Ooh, is White regressing? Yikes, 30 years old. I think we gave him a contract till he's 32, but I guess to be fair, not the worst regression you could ask for. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good team, even though we did lose first round, which sucks. Fred Warner, let's see, 1-year deal? Let's see, Ridley wants a 5. Really? He's not asking for that much more. I think if we can actually nail this, I'm going to do it. So he wants about 12 mil, so we have to do like, what, 2.5? I think that's good. This offer's perfect. Overpaid him a tiny bit, but he did come alive last second. It was worth it. I think we have a lot of extra linemen now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think we let go of this tackle. Jalen Ramsey's 30-3, and he's still a 95 overall. What an absolute beast. Acrobat and universal coverage. That's just so moist. Ladarius Rice, that was actually a guy we were going to draft in free agency. Okay. Skylar Hagan. So that draft class is coming back around here, which is interesting. Lots of great players, and none of them are affordable. We can actually afford a contract. How is that possible? So we can afford a player now, but we couldn't afford to re-sign our linebacker. How does it make any sense at all? Conrad Sanderson is nice, but if we do have a high pick like we kind of expect, I would like to just draft a tight end. It would be probably cheaper in the long run. But yeah, I don't even know if there's anyone here worth going for us. All right, pick 21 in the draft. Also pick 24. I believe lineman is still going to be the #1 need. And Rashawn Curry looks great. We will take him. 74 overall hidden. Looks pretty damn good to me. Ooh, he's very agile as well. Maybe able to play guard. I'm not sure what this team needs the most, but I believe we did lose. Oh, I got to take the other guy off the list. I believe we did lose the tackle, so probably something this team needs. All right, take a look at this draft recap. Excuse me. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's take a look. Rashawn Curry, the development of star, kind of as we expected. A running back, we did re-sign our guy just recently. Ooh, he looks like a big fella. Ooh, he's kind of a beast. A little tanky fella. But yeah, I don't think we really need a running back. We re-signed our guy for a long-term deal. Star development. I mean, it's a good complimentary pick. Can't really go wrong. And then QB, hidden development. Pure pocket passer. That guy's good. His development is star as well, but that's steals across the board. I highly doubt any of these guys are going to be, halfway decent at all. So, a tight end, not a bad pick. Definitely a team need. And no other, you got to go with wide receiver named Metcalf. Not a bad decision, right? Maybe take a risk on him. Just for the name. Simply, that's it. But apparently we're a 96 overall. We're looking good. Let's see what this offensive line looks like. So, they got Townsend back. I still don't think you start him over Curry, though. I imagine it's not a long-term thing. Wait, who's this? Oh, the running back. Yeah. I thought they got a fullback that was hidden as well. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. Chubb. Where are we pulling this money out of? And why is he a coverage linebacker? I'm just not even going to ask questions at this point. It is what it is. Gabriel, I suppose we can play him at #2, right? Why not? We got him for several years, I believe. So put him at DT. Forget about it. Leave it there. Come back tomorrow. Okay, so, I mean, this is still a really good roster that can definitely make a push for the playoffs. The real question is, once again, can we afford everyone? All right, so looking at the re-signings. So Spikes is definitely a very obtainable player. We're going to re-sign him to a 6-year deal. Floyd, he can go. Connell can go. Ware can go. All of these players can go, I think. I would like to keep Bart McDougald, but holy crap. I just don't think we can afford him. I think we're going to maybe once again tag him and then trade him. Like, that's Khalil Mack status trade. All right, going to the playoffs. I mean, we have the team for now. I don't know about when we lose Bart. 11-4-1. We definitely started losing a little bit of games at the end. 7-9 across the board for the other teams. Don't know how that's even possible. Ridley, meh. Parker, a lot of touchdowns. Petrosky just over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. Could go to X Factor. I will say, though, Brock, severely disappointing there. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Watch Bart gets a really good season. No, just not worth it. Best of luck to you, pal. Was Chubb on the list? Chubb had 3.5, and he wasn't even a pass rusher, technically. I don't think we'd have won any awards, but we did get a bye week, so this team could potentially win it. You never know. All right, so the Bears again. Classic matchup. They lose again. Of our two franchises, the Niners have won here more, even though last time we did the Bears 10-year sim, we're at the Super Bowl, we did the Bears 10-year sim. That won, like, how many Super Bowls is it? 8 out of 10 years, I believe, which is insane. This one, obviously, nowhere near that. But, nope, another Super Bowl loss. Damn it. The Jets get the better of us, and they win the whole thing, unfortunately. Divisional, we won by 6. We won by, what is that, 24? Is that 24? I think it's 24, and then we lose by, what is that, 19? Numbers are hard. They threw a lot at us there. Apparently we're at 99 overall again, which I don't believe in the slightest. But any dev-ups? Petrowski, surprisingly, no. Parker should be number 2. Yeah, I think the sliders are a little high, but we're already past halfway through this, so it is what it is. Every other team's got their sliders high, too, so it's not like only one team gets it. But, yeah, Bart's going to be gone. Floyd, I think, yeah, Floyd's gone as well. Not that he would be starter-worthy anyways. Chubb might be around still. It depends on what they signed him to. I didn't see his name on the list. This is brutal, man. So we can afford 15 mil. Can we afford the tag? Because I do not want to let him go for anything. I'm not interested. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't know where that puts us in terms of negative, but we can trade him away right away for some sort of first-round pick, right? I mean, this should be a Khalil Mack type trade. He's literally just as good, if not better, in the terms of Madden. Like, he's got the ratings of Mack, and he's younger. We trade McDougal, Lions, and a 95 in the 3rd round for the Bears' 26 pick overall and a next year first round, which is a little bit better for them than they did in real life for Mack, but they did get a younger player, so they kind of swindle us a little bit. Oh, imagine we got Joey. We just can't afford him, though. Damn. All right, pick 26 in the 1st round, which is, of course, the Bears' pick. We have 3 pass rushers. We have Angelo Jefferson, who is meh. We have Mr. Chuck Benjamin, who looks really good. And then we have this pass rusher who looks a little risky. Talent 1st round. Talent early for... Oh, we're taking Chuck Benjamin. Okay, normal development. 23. However, 78 overall. I don't think we could have got much better than that other than the developments, which obviously do matter. But still, that's... I don't know. That's kind of good. Now, AI, please just take the guy we had. Oh, I have video footage that I took him off the board. I have video footage. They're not on the board. Jefferson, please be hidden. Okay, he is. He is. Oh, tell me this is... Ooh, he is looking rough. Could be Nick Bosa's replacement in the future. I hate this whole day reorder crap. Start development. Does this go away after I should have fixed it. Damn it. Sammy Flynn. Yeah, I don't expect any of these other guys to have hidden, so I'm just not going to worry about it. But yeah, that pass rusher is an instant starter. Of course, the Benjamin guy, not the star dev. Star dev will play backup. Oh, come on. I don't want to restart the damn game. Well, here's some contracts. Kevin White's 31. I never thought I'd see the day. Holy crap, Clancy. I mean, we need a guy because Kevin... Oh, my God. That's a lot of money. It's 20 mil a year. But, like, what are you supposed to do? You can't just let him go. Don't want to lose Kevin White. I think he's good for at least another year. Superstar X Factor usually does save you quite a bit. I wish you're not going to say what I was going to say. 99 overall, $62 million. If he takes a little bit of a bump, I'll give him 2-year. I hate you. I mean, we've seen the tag wasn't crazy high, so... Well, actually, I don't remember if it was or not. That was the cornerback tag, wasn't it? I don't know, but we're going to tag Nick Bosa, I guess. Because we do have that other guy anyways. Kevin White re-signs for that 1-year deal. I don't think anyone else will get the contracts. Jacoby Nielsen's okay. He's 31, though. We could probably find a replacement. Austin Gabriel's a great block shedder. I think we'll give him a deal, actually. Please just take it. Thank you. Damn, our money's gone. It's gone. It's just with the way the league is going, I don't know if it's actually, like, if the talent is there. Even though we have the sliders high, most teams aren't getting high overall players, and that's why the money is just insane right now. We did get a bye week, 12-4. So, I mean, we're doing well to get to the playoffs. We're doing well to get pretty close to the Super Bowl or in it. Really good job by Tyron Roberts. But we're just not finishing the job. Run game was pretty good. Obviously, Ridley, low touchdowns, low yards. But overall, it's a good team effort. I'm not a huge fan of the receiving talent right now. I miss the glory days. But still, high overall players. Defensively, sack totals, Chubb. Damn, son. Better than any of the damn pass rushers on this team. And he's still not even playing a starting role, really. We'll take a quick look at who won MVP, but everything else I don't think we would have had. Tyron at 7, okay. Of course, we lose the first freaking game. Go to the Super Bowl, let's see. Chiefs versus the Falcons. I think we already seen the Chiefs once. We had to play them, right? I think that was actually the first Super Bowl we lost was the Chiefs. And the Falcons win. Hallelujah. I don't want the Chiefs to win. They robbed us, so we robbed them. I mean, we didn't do anything, really, but... offensive line actually looks pretty good. Obviously, we're probably going to have to pay some of these guys soon, but for right now, it looks good. Left outside linebacker's fine. Right outside linebacker, I don't know why Hayward's not up there. Kevin White did drop a bit, but, you know, that's a regression already. Pierce, how low did he drop? He's 31. He didn't really lose too much, right? Like, he looks pretty damn good still. The team's still intact. It looks all right. I mean, it's a 96 overall. Once again, I'll take a quick look for my my ego needs. Take a quick look around the league with the averages. I mean, there's teams, we see the Rams at 88. Yeah, I feel like the sliders, even though we are getting a high overall, I feel like the sliders make sense. I know a lot of teams are 85, 86, but look at what the sliders are, and there's not really many teams in the 90s. In Madden, there's always like at least 2 teams in the 90s, right? There's one team in the 90s that aren't us. So I think the sliders we had were pretty decent. Can we re-sign anyone? What's the contract situation? Wait, how can we afford Bosa? Did someone retire on us? This is the first time, like, ever that we actually have more money than we would have expected. Shout out to the game. I'd like to just tag him. How much? Oh, that's a holdout. Not really. He's 32. I doubt he holds out. Best case would be for him to just say, I better be getting traded soon, or I'm not playing. I don't think it's gonna be a traditional holdout. And then apparently after the tag, we have $2 million cap. I don't understand. No one wants Scott Widmer. If we can get Scott Widmer back for a decent price, I will count this as my. Oh God, we're broke. We're gonna have to clear up some space, but I will count this. I will say after this season, we have a lot of guys that need contracts. But after the season, the money goes down for Roberts quite a bit. So I think the next 2 seasons after this would be the hot point, which is literally the final of this. So that's a pretty good cutoff point. I like it. Well, we're at pick 20, and I had 2 tackles that were supposed to go late first, and they're both gone. So I suppose we're going to take this guard and play him at left tackle since we didn't get our guy. And he's only normal, which sucks for offensive linemen. However, best case scenario, he was a high overall. So at least he's a plug-and-play starter. And this stupid whole day to reorder is driving me nuts. All right, simming to the end of the draft. No funny business this time. Actually, to be fair, I could have definitely set a draft board and then everyone I wanted was taken, but I only thought of that now, and I will be doing that next draft. I'm just kidding, kinda. All right, so, oh yeah, Wilhelm was normal. We have a wide receiver here. Yikes. Tremont Hargrave. I get why they took him. I almost just started like humble there. I got Kyle Pearman. Okay, this the team is falling apart a little bit. You know, we're not resupplying the talent comparatively to what we're missing, so it's definitely getting a little bit of a problem. However, we're almost done, so, you know, we did about as well as we could. Parker's playing a lot of fullback lately. We need a new tight end. We haven't had one since Kittle, really. Offensive line, not the worst. Are we doing? Oh, yeah, we have Townsell. Damn it, Townsell in distress. Pass rush, we do have Nick Bosa for another season. Linebacker, I don't know why Hayward's not up there. Is Hayward even a linebacker? He is a... What the hell, dude? Probably about to lose him, too. It says 3 years, so he's probably like a rookie at some point. And, I mean, let's go on for another season. I believe this is year 8, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we have some re-signings. Mr. Sean Pierce, a 3-year. That is a bit steep. Eckel? When did Eckel get to Superstar, by the way? That must have been recent. We'll give him a 2-year 32, which is quite expensive. Petrowski, a 3-year. That's rough. I think we are going to get Brian Hackney back. So there we go. Brian Hackney back on the roster. Petrowski, a 3-year deal. 94 overall. He will drop. I mean, you might as well wait because it'll drop to a 2-year anyways. The center, I suppose, offensive line has been pretty damn good. So we'll re-sign him. We have a little bit of money. 10 mil per year isn't terrible. Of course, he doesn't re-sign. The free safety, Ryan, not asking for a lot. So we'll give him a 6-year deal. And then who's this other guy? Farmer. Now we'll let him go. What about these other two fellas? All these other guys we don't have to worry about too much. And then really just got to get Cole there. These other re-signings we're just going to have to wait on, I suppose. All right, heads to the playoffs. This could be the first one where we don't make it. And we don't at 7-8-1. Was looking pretty dire at first. Touchdowns low at passing. Yards are decent, though. Ridley finally kind of looking decent. Brock finally kind of looking decent. None of this makes any sort of sense at all. Spike's still star, even though he's balling. Chuck Benjamin. There's a new sheriff in town, and it's not Nick Bosa. He hasn't been a sheriff in years, and he's not new, of course. Rookie of the Year. We'll take a look at Rookie of the Year because I believe we did win that. We didn't? What? Defensive Rookie of the Year? He was a rookie, wasn't he? Wait, am I stoop? Oh, Benjamin wasn't a rookie, was he? Yeah, no. Damn it, he was a 2-year. Oh, well. Well, on to the draft, I guess. We're going to lose a lot of good players soon, which sucks. Or let's see who wins this freaking Super Bowl. Giants versus the Jaguars. It is the Giants, so we are going to have some re-signings here. This is what the roster looks like. Anyone retire? I'm trying to think if anyone would have. Petrowski, ooh, he wanted that, 3-year deal? Thankfully, we didn't give it to him. He dropped quite a bit. Offensive line looks okay. Tight end's been a problem since Kittle, like we said, after he was gone. Obviously, he's probably, retired by now. What else? Defense. Linebackers, I think, are fine. Nick Bosa, we're pretty much forced to lose here, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to replace him. But we do have Jefferson, who's an 81 overall. Like I said, the sliders are, they're a little high. Okay? Well, kind of. I mean, this is his 2nd year. So, I don't know. Sean Pierce wants that 2-year deal. We can afford a few. Nick Bosa, I think, should get the tag. Okay, so what is this? This is 15 mil per year. We can give him a 1-year worth 16.3. Damn it. I think we're going to let Kevin White go, unfortunately. Sean Pierce, he's good for this year, and then the next following year, he'll still... Thing is, we can't go with Bosa for that long. Can I go, basically fully guaranteed? Really? I don't know. Let's tag Bosa. I think Bosa is cheaper in the long run. We'll try to re-get Pearson free agency, which definitely will not count. But we only have 2 more seasons left, so I would like to keep the team intact as much as possible. Dustin Sherman hits free agency here. What is his... Oh, God, he is good. He wants a 2-year 75. That is super fair. Sean Pierce getting a lot of offers. Hopefully he just joins us back. We gave him a decent offer. We gave him that. Let's give him the most here as well. Petrowski, sorry, pal, which kind of sucks for us. Kevin White, I guess we'll re-sign him to a 1-year deal. Nah, let's rip the Band-Aid. We did get Pierce back for, 13.5 per year, which is kind of steep, but he's still at the top of his game. All right, so we have pick 14, and wide receiver and tight end are one of the biggest sets of needs. The best-looking wide receiver, in my opinion, is Mr. Demarius Granville. He is a late-second projected guy, but I think you don't risk this situation. Demarius Granville, a little bit high. Please, for the love of Jahiz, become hidden development. And he is. We're supposed to take him 19, in true talent anyways. Took him 14. I will take that any day of the week. Pretty damn fast for a 6'2" guy. I don't know. He kind of seems like Pettis almost. And when do I go to the next pick? I never know. Let's take a look at the development of this wide receiver. Oh! Okay. Nah, he's normal dev. Either way, I suppose it could have been worse. Actually, it was pick 14. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, God. This isn't looking good. Maybe this guy is hit. Oh, no. He's 24. Yeah. All right, more re-signings. Curry is expensive. Parker, White. Oh, no! Tim! Please tell me we didn't go past the deadline. Let's get Gabriel one more year, I suppose, as a backup. Probably paying too much. Apparently we have Leighton Vander Esch on the team. I don't know when the hell that happened. What else do we have? Curry, though. He's a good lineman, but we'll give him a 5-year deal. Fine. Fox, I suppose a 2-year deal is in order. Usually they last till 33, 34, so I guess it makes sense. I hate you. So we give Swanson and Metcalf for pick 22 from the Browns. Barely snuck away on that deadline, and here we are at the playoffs with a win 15-1. Okay, so I think this is less about us keeping the team together, which we obviously did, and more with the rest of the league just not doing well. Let's take a look at the seasons. Tyron Roberts, pretty damn decent. He's a Hall of Famer at this point. What else do we have? Receiving, Steve Brock was quite a bit better. Granville was meh. Hargrave had a lot of touchdowns. Defensively, Eckel with 12 sacks deserves the re-signing, apparently. Actually, no, he already had a re-signing. Never mind. Once again, Spikes, don't know how the hell he... Will Lutz, how the hell did he get back here? Well. What's going on? But yeah, we have a bye week going to the divisional round. Might be able to sneak back into the Super Bowl. So far, I think we have 2 Super Bowl wins ourselves, and then 1 with the AI, or from the AI. And the Giants are back in the Super Bowl, man. They knock us out by 3. Freaking 3, dude. And then, of course, the Browns take their spot anyways. Good job. I think Eckel's finally X-Factor, by the way. I don't know how much that's going to continue. What's this ability? Power Specialist. Interesting. But yeah, I don't know how much longer that's going to keep him around, but I'd say probably quite a bit longer. It's so weird seeing Eckel in that role. White, of course, is going to be gone. We need a corner desperately. Pierce, like we expected, would be a 90 overall, so good decision there. Spikes, 97 overall. He's 28 now. Never got to Superstar, which is just weird. I don't even know what to tell you. Here we have some re-signings. We never got Fox re-signed, but ultimately it's not much of a difference for this. Hopefully he should take... That was a 2-year deal, so now he's going to be able to walk away with our money. Parker's going to be let go, I believe. Actually, let's take a look at Ridley. I think we're going to re-sign Parker because Ridley needs a contract coming up anyway, so we'll just let him go and then re-sign Parker instead. He re-signed. Now, the thing is, I don't think this team's going to have enough money to re-sign some of the other players, though, so we'll see where that goes. All right, we have pick 30 and 32. I think this is where we're going to be Where the hell did he go? Oh, never mind. He's here. Zachary Coe. I think he's a coverage guy, if I'm not mistaken. It says pass coverage, so one of the biggest needs on the team. Late second, not really a reach in this case, but we're going to take him, and it appears to be another one of our good picks. Obviously, we had a couple of bad picks in our user decisions, but some of them are very obvious. Let's take a look at what they have on this one. Maybe? I mean, obviously, once you get at least 69, 68, maybe, you have a chance at hitting. Let's take a look at 30. Yikes. I mean, we need a tight end, don't get me wrong, but some of these picks do not look super hot. Really was hoping to get some sort of decent draft here since it's the final one, but outside of Mr. Coe, I don't know if we're going to have a single good player. Star development, I mean, that's all right. What else do we have going? Going to be disappointed after seeing his normal development. Am I right? Yeah. And as expected, none of the other guys are hidden. Nice. Keep going. Damn it, that's the same player, but let's be honest, you could just plug and play the dev for this guy too. And yeah, just one dev, one hidden dev. Nice. So we have some re-signings. Mr. Tyron Roberts wants a 2-year 75 mil. Why wouldn't you? I mean, he's literally max, and he has like 2 or 3 upgrade points left over for when he does regress. You can just get him right back up there. Eckel, that's another 1-year deal on the way. Pretty much the most consistent pass rusher, which isn't saying much because we've been very inconsistent in the pass rush department. Pierce wants a 2-year deal. I don't think we'll be doing that anymore. Benjamin, that's a pretty fair deal, I suppose. We'll re-sign him. Not that it's going to matter because it's our final season. If we can get one more Super Bowl trip, that would be amazing. All right, here we are, advancing to the playoffs. which the final year we don't make it at 9-7. That is harsh. The team has finally fallen apart. We only got one extra Super Bowl win, but we did have a pretty damn good run of it. Let's take a look at the seasonal stats. Take a look at who wins the Super Bowl, and take a look at the final roster, I suppose. What the team would look like going into the future. I mean, being as dominant as this team was for basically an entire decade is still super impressive. It's not as good as our last year's Bears rebuild team, but it's still pretty damn impressive. Like I said, let's go to the Super Bowl and see what we're looking like. New York teams actually kind of turned out pretty well. New York Jets versus the Eagles, and the Eagles win. This is what the final roster looks like. Obviously, we're going to have to negate some of the older guys like Pierce. You can see Roberts did drop a little bit, but you got some of these upgrades right here. Okay, that was... Never mind. That was pretty good. That's actually really good. He lost 2 throw power, gained it all back. Let's see if he can get back to max. He's basically good till he's like 35, 36 at least. Scrambler. No speed upgrades. Nothing. Throw short. So he's back to 99. Of course, his ratings aren't 99, but still obviously an absolute beast at 33. Damn it, I clicked B. The running back, Parker, who should be starting, but he's not. 91 overall. Brock is a 99 overall, and he's 30 now, so you'd have to be looking for a new wide receiver again, and we just barely got Granville going. Offensive line looks pretty damn good. Defensively, Pierce is the only guy long-term that we had. Oh, no, Eckel as well. Pierce and Eckel are the only guys we had from the beginning, so only 3 players remain on this roster that started with us, which is insane. Actually, no, Fox is still here. 4. 2 on O, 2 on D. Any special teamers? No. Here's Tyron Roberts' stat line, by the way, over his career. Absolute beast. What a beast. Receiving any receptions, no trick plays. Really good player, and most likely a Hall of Famer. But it was one hell of a ride, and this is pretty much the last time we're going to be seeing the Niners franchise ever. So if you did enjoy the series, you enjoyed the year, you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. We do tons of Madden, a little bit of NBA here and there. And on the second channel, PK Replays, we do some pretty fun stuff there as well. A little more off the rails at times, so definitely check that out. You know, there's no monetization on that channel right now, so I kind of just say whatever, it seems. And maybe follow me on Twitter. Did I say that? I probably did. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me. I'm thinking about streaming later tonight. I'm not 100% sure, though. Once again, the community tab is the best place to know. Or, once again, Twitter. But, like I said, that's pretty much it. If this video can get 500 likes, we'll think about 10-year Sims next year. Maybe we'll even do 1 or 2 before the year's over here. But hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!